Guys, welcome back to my What If podcast that I'm naming in my head. So this is episode 4, and so you already know the rules. 5 minute timer on the clock. After 5 minutes, we're done, and we're just yapping and chatting, right? So this is what I want to talk about for today. Today's topic for this one is going to be, what does it mean to live forever? All right, y'all boys. 5 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1. Oh, my bad. It was not ready. All right, 5 minutes on the clock. So whenever I hear living forever, people will think of physical immortality, living for a couple centuries, 1,000 years, no sickness, no other illnesses. And then people talk about being immortalized forever, right? Becoming a legend, right? So for example, sports legends like Wilt Chamberlain. Magic. You got Bird, Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, or like people from Black History Month who celebrated Black culture and are big pioneers. Those people who say live forever legends. Or you could go back to the Greek culture with the constellations. You got Hercules, Pisces, all these people in the stars that immortalized, right? I think there's different ways, right? There's obviously legends, right? People who have stories or songs written in their name of their great epics and tales. And then you have your genetic immortality, where you pass on your genetics for time to time, and that's how you pass on. Or like people get monuments, or they get buried, like big celebratory burials, right? But I think, or even people who have records, like record holders or big sport icons that are legends within sport fields. But I think all those are temporary and limited, because legends never die until they're forgotten. Athletes and sports legends are only legends up until their record is broken, and then we forget about them. And like, let's say, I want to be the greatest musician, the greatest artist. If it comes to a civilization or culture that destroys America, for example, they're not gonna care about who was cool in America. Like if you look at the Bible, King Herod was a celebrity of his time, right? Nobody cares about King Herod right now. Nobody does. Even the pharaohs, the most were legends, cool rulers, kings. Nobody cares about them. Their time was done. So when people say live forever, right? There's so many different forms and variants of living forever, but all of them are just like, they're all just like temporary. They're all like, some of them last for centuries, some of them last for a very long time, but at the end of the day, they're easily replaced or easily forgotten. So I'm like, living forever, what does that really mean? What does that really look like, And so, and I'll be personal with y'all boys. One of my personal goals, right? Y'all should know by now. I'm a Christian. I follow Christ by choice. I believe in Jesus. Jesus is a lot for me. I care about him. He cares about me. And so there's a verse, Matthew 23:11, right? The greatest among you is your servant. Right. When I was younger, I was like, oh snap, I'll just become the greatest artist or drawer or whatever, like mangaka, right? Make the best stories. But then I'm like, wait a second, that's Shakespeare. And then at some point, someone's going to beat you, or someone's going to trivialize your effort or copy the way you did it and make it easier to do, or people are just going to forget about you or not even know who you are, right? And then I was like, dang, what can I achieve that's so tall and so mighty? Nobody can come replace me. I won't have to be forgotten, and I'll be immortalized forever. And then I was like, oh, the greatest in the kingdom of God. Because that way, no one can replace me. I don't care if anyone forgets me, because God is going to remember me. That's the title God gives you. I'm like, it's not like it's a title given to you by other people. This is a title God gives. I'm assuming, of course. So he gives you that title. You take care of people, put people first. Because when you think about all these other legends tales, right? Most of the time they're people where the title only serves who was number one. If you think about it, it's all about you. The greatest, athlete, the greatest artist, the greatest writer, the greatest musician, you're number one. It puts you first. But the grace in the kingdom of God puts other people first. So it's just a transition and change. But that's me. That's what I think is on how to live forever in a different sense. People want to live forever on earthly terms, and I want to surpass earthly terms because earth is going to end one day, or I'm going to die one day. When all my family members, all people care about me, or they die, who's going to remember me? About time's up, y'all boys. In conclusion, legends never die until they're forgotten. So I gotta surpass legends and try to reach a state far beyond the limitations of the earthly realm in order to truly live forever. But yeah, that's just up to me. I mean, some of y'all boys don't believe in Christianity or stuff like that. For y'all boys, this could just be theory. This could just be fantasy. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Maybe I missed something, or maybe there's another way to think about it. Like, oh snap, if we plug our brain into AI and upload our brains to the cloud, or like code something or leave behind documentations of our history. Like, oh snap, if you drop 100 YouTube videos about you, maybe that'll be enough for like an autobiography. We know who you are, we'll never forget you type stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have a good one, and as always, God bless.